fact is, alpha fetus cannot die. So Jones and Herm cannot die unless to an alpha fetus.
Right.
So I guess in the scenario that they're killed by an alpha fetus absorbs the Jones and the Hermness.
And it dies.
And it doesn't die. It absorbs and it becomes Jones and Herm. But if Jones and Herm kill the alpha fetus, it dies and gets transferred to Jones and Herm. But they can't kill it either. It's that weird. It's contradictory, but oftentimes the holy texts are contradictory.
Okay, it's going to.
Yeah, but both things are like according to themselves impossible. But like I said, in the holy texts, all holy texts, it's often contradictory. It's just because our feeble human minds can't wrap around
you
it.
mean the holy sexts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the holy throbbing Bible.
Yeah,
and the Bible of Westianity.
It's throbbing.
And the grab her and stick your dick Quran.
Right.
And like the Quran.
The Western Molestament.
Yeah, well that's the first chapter of the Book of Westianity. I'm talking about all organized religion.
As of, right, no, I remember
like Catholicism.
Chapter, as of West, you will always molest.
Yeah, I remember that verse too, but I remember in the beginning, there was only West Side.
Right.
That's Genitals 1-1.
Yeah, right.
That's the chapter where it explains how the Jones of the Sky created the world.
It's funny, you said genitals, I was going to say genocide or one.
Genesis, genocide, genitals, they all work. Just not Genesis, because it is a Genesis, but that be some big words for the West.
Right.
We can use smaller language to describe
simple.
Our holy texts.
Like bilateral. I just say...
Biquaterolateral.
I just say...
Like biquaterolateral language guy.
I say line. You know what I'm saying?
Like I know so many languages because I'm a biquaterolateral language guy.
Languager?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm very super famous.
My linguistic...
I am the most famous person in the world. In the planet of Earth, I am the most famousest person in the world. See, like, people like Trey use words like indigenous, which means stupid. And on the West, we say the word retarded or stupid or gay.
Right.
To mean stupid, retarded, or gay.
Right.
And we use the word indigenous to mean, like, native to the land where they're from.
Well, that's just fucking
stupid. But that's the difference between East Side and West Side language. There's one that's right, that's the West Side one.
There's one that's logical.
And there's one that's wrong, and that's the East Side one.
East Side.
It's kind of like how the British say cookies are biscuits, and Americans say that biscuits are biscuits and cookies are cookies. It's because the Americans are right, because they're more further in the Western Hemisphere.
See, there are East Side impersonators who try to be West. We call them Weasts. And then we don't even want to give them the credit by putting that W.
They're Weastsiders, and just so everyone is aware, they are a 187. That means that's the police code for homicide. So that means like kill them.
No, yeah,
kill on sight. You'll know when you see one if you find anyone that has like a neck beard that looks like pubes and part of their teeth are rotting out.
What you're doing is
they smell like
you
shit.
should gather all of your associates at the time into a room. And you should put on a video.
Find the first one that puts on the clown mask.
Put a video
and pretends to be
you stomping a fetus violently on the floor, and whoever cringes, that's the imposter.
Well, that would be one way to tell. The other way to tell is to look for the first one that puts a clown mask on and pretends to have the ability to like affect the brain and be a master of the cerebral cortex, or like any aspect of the brain. Someone who wants to seem like they're the shaman when they clearly aren't.
Well, anyone who tries to come in and be the lead rule of an already established lore system is what my people would call a dumb fuck.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean that's pretty fucking common in the East Side. As we're talking about East Siders who pose to be West Siders, it's something that they won't be able to get past. Is the fact that they try to get involved and take over and create lore and try to tell the lore creators of that lore universe what is and isn't true in that universe. And their shit is terrible because they're East Siders.
Well, did it just so happen to be Tommy Nicholson that said that?
I feel like for the sake of professionality, names don't have to be, shouldn't be dropped. But
I mean,
I'm going to say that the answer, if it was a snake, would be biting you.
if
I'm going to leave it at
we're
that.
going by Eastern culture, which we never would go by,
Never.
then tongue knows everything. So,
Like I said, I'm not going to say specifically, but I'm just going to say, you know, there is a possibility that you could be exactly correct.